Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Starting with the great name of Almighty Allah, who is most merciful and most beneficent. I, Abdul Baki, and my group member Ali Jas Qureshi. Today, our discussion is our assessment of slope exposure in Sargodha Crusher Plant. Introduction to the CFE. As that unconventional drilling and blasting in Sargodha Crushing Plant in which there the slope failure has been occur which the slope has been unstable, and the third one is assessment of slope exposure which will done through different softwares. Our approach is methodology. Our approach is to a different methodology as making a list of laboratory, estimation of properties, determination of rock mass, plot points on stereonet, verify result by using depths, slope stability analysis on switch software. Require laboratory testing has that the cohesions, UCS, fractional angle, specific gravity, groundwater condition, sliding plane angle, weathering, and durability. From the rock sample and from the estimation of rock properties, from the rock samples and the literature review, we will get the different properties of the rocks, unit weight, and
Now move towards numerical modeling. In numerical modeling, first of all, we find out the rock mass properties. Here is the result of our rock mass properties. I can show it on RockLab. Here, here is our RockLab software. Here is our input data sheet where we put UCS, GSI, MI and MR, and this is our the final result of rock mass properties. Now move towards the stereonet. Now we plot all the points on stereonet. This is the handmade sketch of our stereonet. Then we verify it by using DIP software. I can show our work on DIP software. Here is the input data sheet where we input our data. Click on the vector point. Now DIP vector mode and turn into the equal area. This is our the final DIP the software result. Now we also make the contour from here. So for the joint set data, we click on the info viewer, and this is our joint set data, dip and dip direction. Now we take the reading values from the dip software and perform stability analysis on wedge software. Here is our input data, here is our the result, and this is our the stereonet view of the switch. I can show it on our software. This is our the input data. Sorry, this is our the input data. Here we already put our input data. Click OK. This gives us the factor of 70, and now we can also show our stereonet view as. Now move forward. This is our the 2D phase 2D work. In phase 2D work, we take the slope and put the joint set on it like A and B. So if the stereonet so the phase 2D analysis show that if the failure will occur, then it will occur on A or B, because at this point there is less normal stress occur. Now move towards forward. Slope stabilization measures. In slope stabilization measure, we suggest some slope stabilization measure for highway slope and open pit mining. First of all, protection. In protection, we use ditches, mesh, cage fences. Next, rock removal, resloping, trimming, and scaling. These are the three approaches. And if the failure doesn't stop, then we reinforce it by using rock bolts, dowel, or shotcrete, etc. Now here is the recommendations. For first of all, I recommend for crusher plant. For crusher plant, in the start of our CP, we will discuss that they use unconventional drilling and blasting technique. So first of all is use proper drilling and blasting technique. Second is make sure personal safety equipments. All the workers should wear PPEs before going into the field. And the last one is the environmental protection. So for slope instability, first is protect it from failure. We can protect it from failure by draining the water, by proofing it from rain, etc. These are the approaches, and if the failure doesn't stop, then reinforce it by using rock bolts, dowels, shear keys, etc. So this is all from here. Thanks for watching.